All right, guys, we are live with another one, guys. We are live with another one, and this is my post-fight show reaction, really post-show reaction to the Ultimate Fighter. I'm usually on here uh, every Tuesday night, Wednesday morning to give my reaction of the show, and I got to say, guys, they kind of rebounded. They kept things interesting with this episode here. Okay, they definitely kept it interesting. I gotta give respects to Matt Serra. Okay, made an appearance on the Ultimate Fighter show, and I thought that was one of the most perfect coaches that you can actually bring to the Ultimate Fighter because he was one of those fighters that was already experienced in the UFC, got an opportunity to go on the Ultimate Fighter, with that background experience in the UFC, and found success. Ended up winning the Ultimate Fighter. Okay, uh, found himself across the cage against the George St. Pierre, and ends up doing the impossible. Okay, Matt Serra ends up knocking out George St. Pierre in the first round, guys. So big up to Matt Serra. I thought he showed that he's just a phenomenal coach, man. He's just a phenomenal coach. Matt Serra, you guys got to see a little bit of his coaching, and I always knew Matt Serra was a phenomenal coach. A lot of people have come from that gym and found success. So big up to Matt Serra, man. Huge respect to to Matt Serra, excuse me. And hopefully those guys were able to pick his brain apart. You know what I mean? That's the honest truth. Hopefully they were able to pick his brain apart a bit, learn, some things that they could, implement to their game, because I'm pretty sure Matt Serra could show them, a little something. You know what I mean? Just to, pick up their game just a little bit, right? Um, but yeah, I mean, this episode was good not only because Matt Serra made an appearance on the show, phenomenal coach, by the way, like I said, but there was drama, guys. There was drama. Dean, welcome back to the chat, guys. Welcome back to the chat, guys. Like and subscribe if you are new to the channel. It takes minimal effort to give me the thumbs up, so you might as well do it, guys. And don't forget to click that bell notification, guys. It keeps us all connected in this beautiful community that you guys are building, because this is your channel, guys, okay? I'm just the conductor, as I say. But there was drama with this episode, guys. Can I have mod? Can I have mod? Thanos, I don't know what you're talking about. What is a mod? What is that? What is that? But yeah, guys. There was drama in this episode of The Ultimate Fighter, guys. All right, like and subscribe, like I said, guys, if you are new to the channel. How you doing, Kylie? How you doing? Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the channel. All right, guys. But there was drama when it came to the Ultimate Fighter today. And I got to say, it made the episode that much interesting. You know what I mean? It kept things interesting. There was a weight issue. Okay. Apparently, one of the fighters on, competing on the Chael Sonnen side, on Team Sonnen, he just couldn't make weight, unfortunately. Let me read some of these chats. Hi, how you doing, Matthew? How are you doing, Matthew? Welcome to the chat, guys. Like and subscribe if you are new to the channel. Okay, do not forget to do that. It takes minimal effort to give me the thumbs up, so you might as well do it. Avengers Assemble. Hello, 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 guys. Hello. And unfortunately, the guy on Chael Sonnen's team could not make weight. You know what I mean? He tried. I guess he tried his hardest. Okay, but it got to a point where he was about 3 hours away from weigh-ins, and apparently he couldn't make weight. Apparently he was just dry to the bone. I believe he was 5 pounds over. Okay, because they were fighting at 170 and he was weighing at about 176. All right, so it wasn't a good look for the guy. Okay, it definitely wasn't. It definitely wasn't a good look for Matt Serra. For Matt Serra, for Chael Sonnen and his team. just because you want to make sure that these guys are cutting their weight and they make weight as well. So Chael Sonnen ended up taking it on the chin and saying, you know what, guys? You know what? I'm going to go ahead and call DC on the phone, and I'm going to give him an offer that they cannot refuse. Okay, I'm going to give them an offer they can't refuse. Let me go ahead and speed dial Daniel Cormier. All of a sudden, guys, okay, all of a sudden, we had Chael Sonnen on the phone negotiating with DC, to make this fight happen. And Chael Sonnen did make the fight happen. Apparently, Chael Sonnen said, you know what, I'll pay you, a certain amount of money per pound. And they agreed. I believe it was about, 2,500 or so per pound. The guy ends up getting paid about, 12,500 for this fight. And Chael Sonnen ends up losing. He ends up losing $12,000, close to $13,000. Okay, his one of his fighters didn't make weight, and not only that, but that guy that didn't make the weight, unfortunately, he didn't win the fight either. Okay, so 3 L's, unfortunately for Chael Sonnen, and once you take 3 L's, you're out of here. You know what I mean? You are out of here. Hello. You play Fortnite? No, I do not, guys. I do not play Fortnite, guys. Okay. But I thought that was different. I thought that was a lot different. I've never seen that before, where a coach would start negotiating with the other team to see if the fight can still happen, even though one of the guys couldn't make weight. I found that very, very interesting. Okay, and Dana White actually liked it. You know what I mean? I bet you Dana White liked that. He you know what I mean? He's over here, happy as hell, smiling. He's smiling at the fact that, Dana White and the UFC don't have to pay up. You know what I mean? Dana White is checked out. He's over here giving hints about retirement himself. Him and John Jones are going to walk hand in hand into the, sunset and walk into retirement. Okay. Dana White is over here doing voiceovers for Ram truck commercials, guys. Okay. If that doesn't scream checked out, I don't know what does. Okay. All right. That is pure facts. How you doing? That's sad. That's a sad story, man. That's a sad story, Ellie. Just make sure that you like and subscribe, and you poop stain on that subscribe button. Okay. All right. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. But I mean, that's pretty much it, guys. That's pretty much it when it comes to the Ultimate Fighter with this one. It was definitely much more entertaining than the last one. This might be the most entertaining one of the season, actually, right now. You know what I mean? And to be honest with you, the fight was interesting. The fight itself, at the end of the day, was interesting. You know what I mean? And I guess Chael Sonnen got out strategized because going into the fight, going into the end of the second round, Chael Sonnen thought that it was like 1 round apiece, 1-1, and there will be a third round. But unfortunately, Chael Sonnen, got ahead of himself because his fighter ended up losing the fight and losing both rounds. So that was also a little bit of Chael Sonnen's fault right there, because he was coaching his fighter to just relax, stay calm, make it at to the end of this round. It's 1-1. You'll go into the third round fresh. So unfortunately, Chael Sonnen coached his fighter to a loss as well. You know what I mean? Even though his fighter, it was him in there who was fighting, still, everybody got to be held accountable. All right. Did she die? I have no idea. Excuse me, guys. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's really all I can say about the Ultimate Fighter, about the show right now. You know what I mean? They're doing what they can. As I can see, they're doing what they can by bringing these coaches, to the Ultimate Fighter and showing these young fighters, new technique that they, could implement in their game. Like I said, Matt Serra making an appearance, I thought that was amazing. I thought that was awesome, especially for this specific episode. It was very interesting. But yeah, guys. I mean, that's pretty much it when it comes to the excitement of the Ultimate Fighter. The show is dying out slowly. You got to pop out your AEDs to revive the show. You really do. You got to give this show mouth to mouth because it's almost on its last breath. All right, and it barely has a pulse. Okay, you already past, the part where you survey the scene. You know what I mean, and you're trying to look for a response, and there's no response. From the UFC right now. That's the UFC where it stands. Unfortunately, just straight dead body almost. You know what I mean? Wear a diaper for your sister's sake. I agree, Dean. I agree cold-heartedly, guys. I agree cold-heartedly. But that's about it, guys. I mean, I made a live earlier today. It was big news about Conor McGregor. He ended up getting into an altercation at a bar or at a club, once again, punching an individual twice, knocking him out. He's most likely going to catch another case due to that. He already has multiple cases on his plate. And not only that, but me and D. Devlin, we're in negotiations right now of how we're going to, basically get me to Ireland and help her with this great escape so she can get away from this monster we call Conor McGregor. And not only that, but Dana White was on a Jim Rome show, and he was being interviewed. He was asked about Tom Aspinall and John Jones. And Dana White rebuttal was, later on this week, there will be news about Tom Aspinall, John Jones, and the heavyweight division. But not only that, guys, soon after that comment, Alex Pereira posted on his Instagram how much he weighs. And apparently right now, Alex Pereira is walking around at 243 pounds. Heavyweight big boy status. So maybe the news Dana White is talking about and the news we've been waiting for is Alex Pereira versus Tom Aspinall, guys. That's the big news that's been, out there right now. And not only that, guys, but also UFC 317 is in shambles, guys. Is breaking down slowly but surely. That was what I hinted early on this year. I said, yeah, fine and dandy that we have great headliners in Ilia Topuria and Charles Oliveira, 317. But the card has to stay intact. I've seen this numerous times where we have great cards and they just fall apart. And apparently UFC 317 is in that mode of falling apart, guys. So hopefully we can make it to UFC 317 with at least a decent card. Okay? Let me see. Alex is too small for Tom. Let's be real. Sun God, look, man. If he's weighing at 243, he's a big boy. You know what I mean? He's a big boy. I think Alex Pereira will be able to hold his own. I think he'll be able to hold his own. Tom Aspinall just better hope he doesn't get knocked out. Okay, that is what Tom Aspinall better hope. Dean needs to grow hair before growing a better card. Wow. Did you ever fix your hemorrhoid problem? The boy Leroy, I definitely don't have any hemorrhoid problem, but most likely you're talking about your mother. Okay, are you talking about your mother? You must be, because she has numerous problems. Okay, numerous problems. Guys, like and subscribe if you are new to the channel. It takes minimal effort to give me the thumbs up, so you might as well do it. Okay, and thank you for supporting independent MMA media. I really appreciate each and every one of you guys. I really do. I really do. Can't do this without you guys. I really can't. All right. Excuse me, guys, but excuse me. I think that's where I'm gonna leave it, guys. I think that's where I'm gonna leave it. I wanted to just get on here, keep this one short and sweet for tonight. 1 out of 10 for this Ultimate Fighter episode today. If I had to give it a 1 out of 10 on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm gonna give it a solid. I'm gonna give it a 6. I'm gonna give it a 6. It was interesting. You know what I mean? Like I said, Matt Serra making an appearance, Chael Sonnen taking his L's. You know what I mean? And keeping himself moving. I thought the whole episode was okay. All right, it was okay. So I give it a solid 6. 6 out of 10 for this episode. Hopefully the episodes do get better. I mean the fights are getting better, as the episodes do, come along. So let's see about that. Alex being 240 in his max is his max. Tom cuts a bit of weight. Son God, I understand. I understand your opinion. I understand what you're saying. You're stating that Tom Aspinall is a bigger boy. You know what I mean? And you most likely think because he's a bigger boy, he has an advantage. All right, that's basically what you're stating right now. And what I'm going to tell you is, just because you're a bigger boy doesn't mean you might have you might not have advantages. Alex Pereira, you know, this might be the best fight you can make at heavyweight is Alex Pereira versus Tom Aspinall, especially if John Jones is not coming back. But anyways, guys, like and subscribe if you are new to the channel. It takes minimal effort to give me the thumbs up, so you might as well do it. Do not forget to click that bell notification, guys. And thank you guys so much for continuing, your support with this channel. Can't do this without you guys. Like I always say, this is you guys' channel. This is y'all's channel. And I'm just a conductor. Until next time, y'all. Peace.